in a way, it's not directing actors. You have to direct for actors, so that it's a bit like you try and lay out the path you want them to go, rather like you want to guide water downhill. So you make a channel and you hope the water will follow that path. Sometimes it doesn't, but that's what you try and do.
He also likes to shoot chronologically so that the actors in many ways live through the experiences of the characters, and therefore they learn with the character as they go along.
Surprise is the hardest thing to act. If the person knows what the surprise is, it's, even for the most sophisticated actor, it's very difficult. It becomes a technical matter of timing rather than the instinctive reaction to something that takes you by surprise.
Loach has evolved this method of withholding the whole script from characters, so actors often haven't read the whole script and therefore don't know what's going to happen to their characters.
It means the actor's instinct can work, and as a director that's the most valuable thing you've got, is the instinct of the actor. Because if you've found the right person and the script is good, then the actor's instinct will just be straight down the line, you know.
He was great with these surprises, and there's one great scene in Sweet 16 where all these guys come bounding out of the toilet when I'm being set up to test or Liam, the character's been set up to test his bravery, and we'd rehearsed all day, me walking into a toilet and stabbing this guy in the back.
And you see him going through that whole, the angst beforehand, and then we let him. We know he knows it's a false knife. It's not a proper knife, but nonetheless, he doesn't know that it's a setup.
So he went in, as Liam would have gone in, absolutely shitting himself because he knows he's got to stab this guy.
You know, we'd rehearsed it with the stunt guys where I could stab the blade in the body pack and stuff to make it all right, and we'd rehearsed and rehearsed it, and he got me psyched up, practiced, and then just before the take, he says, take a couple of seconds, go get a breath and come back in. And I walked out, and unbeknown to me, as I've walked out, about 5 or 6 guys have snuck into the toilets with bats and hid in the toilet doors, and then as he says, well, not action, as he doesn't say, off you go, I came round, hyped up through this door to stab this guy. And then this bat just swings at my head, and you can see the shock in my face. You can see it.
So you get that moment of non-comprehension. And I think the danger would be if you're going to act to surprise, you would cotton on too quickly. But the reality is it takes a few seconds for the penny to drop.
But then on the flip side of that, we did another, there was another scene, and I think there was a couple of surprises coming where I got to that point. I was always on edge. And we were doing one scene where we were going to the caravan I had saved up to buy, and it's a big moment for the character, and he says, look, finally everything's came together, and just enjoy it. When you come round, you've got your girlfriend, you've got your sister, and as we come round in the taxi around the woods, the caravan's been blown up. You know, it's like a scene from a war, you know, it's literally been obliterated. And I just burst out laughing. But as we kept going, the camera kept going, and you can actually, I still don't know if he knows this, you can see me mouth the words, oh shit, I'm supposed to be surprised. And then I just got out the car and kept going. But I think he thinks it's a genuine look. I've never told him it, and I don't know if he knows.
I think he does laugh, and that is because he realises that he's been loached. It's funny how some sort of hysterical reaction, like laughing or crying, is better than no reaction at all.
You know, he probably smiled at that moment. But why is that to say that's not exactly how he would have reacted in the real world? You know, his first reaction may well have been, this is some kind of joke, someone's playing on me. You know, especially in this world, it would have been, you know, and the real caravan is just over the hill, or, you know, and then the realisation. So it's more truthful. It's, you know, and if it isn't truthful, it was truthful for that moment.